Something that never fails to amuse me as a content creator who's made primarily Elder Scrolls Online content is just how many players, or former players even, will see an ESO video or a meme or any other piece of content pop up on their social media feed and feel compelled to click on it and leave a really negative comment about the game, even if it has nothing to do with the content in question. Some people are super dedicated to this cause too. They'll watch video after video and leave a negative comment or a conspiracy theory about the game every single time. I usually try to respond to as many comments as I can, but when I see these kinds of comments, I don't know how to respond to them.
Okay.
And listen, I understand where all of the frustration's coming from. I honestly do. I've clocked in an ungodly amount of hours in this game. You think I don't have any issues with it? Not a single one? Come on, man, don't be silly. What baffles me, I guess, is why people feel the need to still regularly consume content about a game that they clearly despise with a burning passion. I can't say I relate to that mentality. My least favorite game in the entire world is Pikmin on the GameCube specifically. Why? Because that shit traumatized me as a child. That little cutscene that would play when you'd leave some Pikmin behind when you take off in your spaceship at night and then get clapped by the frog thing. Yeah, that was definitely the catalyst for my anxiety disorder. I genuinely dislike the franchise. You might think this is a bit, but I'm dead serious. I could rant for ages about how much I dislike the format of those games. But I'll spare you the details for the sake of pacing. But I know that Pikmin is actually a well-loved video game series. Pikmin 4 came out last year, and I know that a lot of my friends and mutuals on social media were hyped for it. Not once did I feel the need to click on a Pikmin video on YouTube or a tweet that mentioned the game and leave a nasty comment shitting all over it. I never quite understood why people would feel the need to express their hatred for ESO to us, silly ESO content creators specifically, in our various forms of content, when that content isn't meant to open up some kind of constructive, much less non-constructive commentary, if you can call it that, about the game. Sometimes we do make content that is critical of some aspect of the game, in which case those kinds of critical comments are totally expected and warranted even. Or sometimes a commenter has a pretty insightful story or opinion that's pretty relevant to whatever the topic the piece of content was about that's more on the critical side. Fair enough, right? But sometimes these negative comments can be really random and not constructive in the least bit, and that's what makes them kind of silly to me. Reminds me of a tweet that I saw that was like, the biggest Elder Scrolls haters are Elder Scrolls fans, or something like that. Maybe gamers do this to reach other viewers, to warn them of how disappointing the game's been for them. Or maybe it's just to blow off some steam and shout into the void that is the YouTube comment section. Whatever the case may be, it can be pretty funny to see at times. Let me show you what I mean. Me leaning in for a kiss after stuttering over ESO facts for 2 minutes. I have never met a person IRL that likes ESO. Listening to ESO music be like, just imagine listening to the same shit OST while running dungeons and trials for 10 years, crying laughing emojis. New earnable rewards coming to ESO. Okay, another trash update. I'm done with ZOS and ESO. Gold Road, scribing, and the future of ESO. Dead game. Shit game. Scummy company. Scummy devs. Scummy community managers. Scummy community. The ESO community is down bad. Thanks for video, but game dead. Sorry. ESO Update 40 Preview, a first look at the Endless Archive and other features. Game is trash. Please add more to the Crown Store. It's mind-boggling this game's still alive, new shits aside, the combat's still garbage. How to enjoy the game? Endless boredom. ESO Developer Stream Recap, developing the Arcanist for the Elder Scrolls Online. I, for one, will not be playing the Arcanist class. By definition, it means you're a fucking gardener slash pottery maker. How stupid is this shit, or name that something cooler? Shake my head. So, Necrom drops tomorrow. Are you gamers excited? I logged on with no ESO Plus, tanked a dungeon, then DPS'd a dungeon, logged out and uninstalled again. Okay, that one, to be fair, the Pug Dungeon experience will do that to a motherfucker. Okay, you're gonna want to strap in your strap-ons for this one. This fella has left quite a few lengthy comments on my videos, and they usually all have the same message. Quit playing ESO because you're wasting your life away, and go become a Sigma male, or some shit. God forbid women have hobbies, am I right? Dissecting a common trading guild myth. Did see the movie Songs of Freedom, where the US elite trafficked children. Biden. Opera. Obama. Jeffrey Epstein. Monsters keep us dependent on the government, send our kids to shit wars, then do horrific things to children and the media doesn't cover it. They get away with it. As we sit here eating junk food, eating carbohydrates, playing video games in a fantasy world. You may say, well, why don't you go save the world? Leave me alone in my fantasy world with my losers adult friends who also waste away. I am doing something. I moved to land, have animals, I'm a chemist, and I'm using the skills to make defense systems. I improved my body with better diet, real diet, not the vegan or vegetarian crap. My body looks like a Greek god. I can't. My body looks like my fucking neighbors right now are probably like, girl, what? My body looks like a Greek god. I'm becoming a man worth reckoning versus a fat man-child who, limited on resources, can't do 10 push-ups, no weapons, can't raise animals, can't fix shit. Useless. First ones to surrender to government. Who would you marry? Who would you pick to father your children and provide safety? Think of the future. Who will you be? Break the game. Never return. Don't message or keep your online friends. Delete it all and never contact them again. If not, you'll keep getting sucked back in. I mean, get personal with people. Notice pretty much everyone who is a serious gamer is fucked up. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Notice pretty much everyone who is a serious gamer is fucked up, with very rare exceptions. What happens when you neglect life to spend hours and hours on a fucking game? That's what got me out. Seeing how truly fucked up everyone was. Why stay? Why am I here? This isn't me. If you don't have a better version of yourself, imagine one. Move towards it. These people you call friends online are not your friends. Hard truth, but it helps to see it.
What is blood yapping about?
To be honest, these were some of the more tame comments about hating ESO that I've received because I could actually look them up and find them. Believe me, I've gotten much more insane ones in the past, but I'll usually just immediately delete those and ban the user right away so that they don't return for seconds and so that I don't have to remember hearing something so fucking stupid or remember being spoken to in a demeaning manner. I left my days of constant verbal abuse in the past when I quit working customer service jobs, okay? This is for the sake of what remains of my mental sanity. But to be fair, those of you that frequently check in on my videos from time to time are really chill. Those really unhinged comments usually only start popping up anytime one of my videos reaches outside of my usual audience. Sometimes I'll read the comments of another ESO creator's video and get fucking stun-locked by how insanely negative and even using the word non-constructive doesn't seem right in this context. Some of the comments are. Like, I've seen people threaten the devs in the comments of other people's videos. Like, boy, your ass better be on a list. I think I would lose my sanity if that was the state of my comment section, so thank you for not being like that. I'll take the dead game is trash, if you're still playing your exhaust shill comments any day over some of the shit I've seen. Anyways, that's all for now. I just wanted to share this tomfoolery with you all, and honestly, I felt like shouting into the void that is YouTube content creation. Thanks for listening. Thank you to my amazing YouTube members for the additional support, and I'll see you gamers in the next video. Cheers.